Let's get to story number four. Story number four. The price of staying alive. Now we have some health problems as usual up here, and there was some stories that surfaced about how hospitals have been suing patients for not paying their medical bills. And this is a scary story because the gap between the rich and the poor is constantly, especially when it comes to health, is widening out. It is causing a lot of stir up because the poor are starting to say, "Hey, why do we have to pay for this if they're not?" There's a big divide, and all I can say as being a business major is that everything has to be accounted for, and everything one thing you learn as a business major is that if you think something is free, pretty soon you will understand that somebody has to pay for it. And the value of gold may be $2, or it may be $41 one day, and it may shoot up to because the fact is demand and the way things are structured. But that's the process of investing in oneself. One has to be educated to understand how things work, and we're seeing that gap widening as people constantly use their time for things that are less productive. I think me having to research and have to go through years of my own life to see what the cause and effect of everything could be. When you spend too much time doing something, you're losing time on another thing. And it's even but I've learned that being in this environment, the price of staying alive is very expensive because you have to constantly try to do something that's constructive, and it can get boring at times, but you find things to do, and that's why this story crept into the top eight. And we're talking about there's a story that surfaced when you talk about staying alive. Bullies. There was a story that surfaced about a New Jersey mom. She was allegedly beaten up by a 13-year-old after she complained about her boys, these boys bullying her son. So not only is this trying to save other people, trying to save your kids from just wild behavior, this stuff is real. There are probably more deaths from children being bullied in the classroom than there are people who you probably see walking down the street robbing people. Children are faced with when they have to go into the classroom, and parents have to worry now. Probably, this is in a day and age where we have a lot of technology, and it's still not getting the job done. So this is why it's scary, especially when you're around people in poverty. You go to the inner city schools, you will probably see more threats from bullies and more threats from stuff. So that's why story number four crept its way in, and this is why people probably need to start being in the gym to increase their health. When you talk about people going to the witch doctor, going to the pharmaceutical industry, when you can see the what they say, the fact that if you go to the gym, you probably can become more healthier and be able to get off some of these meds because you're using your muscles, you're using your brain, and this is why people and this is why time is very valuable. Illinois' governor legalizes marijuana, especially when you talk about these drugs. If you sit around the house all day smoking weed, getting high, smoking cigarettes, people are starting to realize that nothing good is coming out of it. People are trying to make a case, well, medical marijuana is a tongue twister. Drugs, opioids. People are starting to realize that these things are causing too many problems. They're even talk about how when they're trying to eliminate it, they're getting addicted to the stuff that's eliminated. So the witch doctor is taking center stage. People are there. There's all these remedies out there for something, but I'm telling you, the best medicine is hitting the gym and doing some cardio work and trying to get use your body's normal muscles. San Francisco poised to they're trying to ban e-cigarette. Trump plans to lower hospital costs. And you talk about using performance enhancing stuff. They said that the Nazi soldiers, there's a story surfacing that they use performance enhancing super drugs in World War II. It's out there, folks, and if people can get their hands on it, Trust me, they're going to use it. That's why sports can be it can not only be beneficial, but it can be life threatening. What people will do to win. If you want to contribute, you're in the Mediator with me, Brian West, where it's my duty every week to give you the top 8 headlines and developing news stories that made it throughout the week. If you want to contribute, all you have to do is visit www.method8inc.com, method8inc.com, where you can buy something, click on something, watch something, or just read something, or just sponsor a program. I spend every week tons of hours sifting through over 250 stories, skim reading. I have to skim read. I have to read books. I have to research. I have to use my own body as a living sacrifice for the betterment of mankind to try to get us out of the slums and the woes of decay and corruption in our own lives, try to give us some motivation, and that's what I do. That's my duty. So if you want to contribute, all you have to do is visit the website www.method8inc.com, method8inc.com, where you can buy something, click on something, watch something, or just
If you need help, then dial your operator.
Have no fear, fellow citizens. The Mediator is here.